Welcome back to RFCoins, the place where pocket change becomes a treasure hunt. Today, we're diving into the world of a small copper-colored coin that might just blow your mind, the 1991 Lincoln cent. That's right, a humble penny minted over 30 years ago that could be worth not one, not 10, but over $500,000 in the right condition and variety. Sounds crazy, right? But hold on, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Because that 1-cent coin sitting in your old piggy bank or in the back of your drawer might just be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a bold move at the time. For decades, it's been one of the most collected coins in the world. From wheatbacks to memorials and shields, this coin has seen it all, but today, we're zooming in on a special one, the 1991 Lincoln cent. You may think it's just another penny, but trust me, you'll want to look again. Most 1991 Lincoln cents are common. They were struck in the billions. But hidden among the regular coins are a few that have errors, varieties, and striking conditions so rare, collectors are willing to shell out thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, just to own one. What makes some of these pennies skyrocket in value? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1991 Lincoln cent features the classic design by Victor David Brenner on the obverse, with Lincoln's profile facing right. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This reverse design had been in use since 1959, replacing the iconic wheat ears. These cents were struck in both Philadelphia and Denver, with no mint mark and a D mint mark respectively. There were also proof coins minted in San Francisco, and here's where things get spicy. Let's talk about the stuff that makes these coins go from 1 cent to one small fortune. Some 1991 pennies have doubling on the date or letters like Liberty or I in God We Trust. If you see strong doubling with your naked eye, congratulations, you might have a DDO. These can fetch hundreds to thousands depending on condition. Coins struck center, where part of the design is missing and shifted to the side, can be worth big bucks. A 1991 penny with 50% off center strike and full date and mint mark? That's a gem right there. Expect hundreds or more depending on severity and demand. A 1991 penny struck on a dime planchet or foreign coin planchet. These minting mistakes are super rare and incredibly valuable. We're talking thousands and possibly more. The highest values often come from the cleanest coins. If your 1991 penny is in nearly perfect condition, no scratches, full red luster, and sharp details, it could be graded MS67 or higher. At these grades, prices skyrocket. One such coin reportedly sold for $585,343, yes, nearly $600,000, in a high-profile private sale. What condition should you look for? No visible wear under magnification, strong strikes, especially in the details of Lincoln's face and the lettering, no spots, stains, or major scratches. If your penny fits this bill, it's time to get it professionally graded. Rare errors or double dies. $50 up to $5,000 or more. Top pop grade coins could hit 5 figures easily. Ultra rare varieties and freak minting errors? The sky's the limit, and yes, one of them is recorded to be worth $585,343 in the collector market. How to check if you have a valuable 1991 penny? Use a magnifier or loupe. Check for doubling, odd shapes, or signs of off-center striking. Compare to online references or known error types. Look for pristine condition. The redder and cleaner, the better. Weigh your coin. Standard weight should be 2.5 grams. Anything off? Could be a planchet error. Submit to a grading service like PCGS or NGC if you believe you have a gem. This increases its credibility and market value. So there you have it, the 1991 Lincoln cent. A coin that might seem ordinary but can hide extraordinary value. Whether it's an error coin, a high-grade beauty, or a freak mint anomaly, this penny is worth a second look. Don't toss it in a jar or spend it at the store. Grab your magnifier and start inspecting. Who knows, that little coin in your pocket could turn out to be your golden ticket. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to RFCoins for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins, and ring that bell so you never miss a drop of treasure hunting knowledge. Drop a comment below if you found a 1991 penny recently, and let me know if it's got any wild features. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and remember, your next big find might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Let me know if you'd like me to turn this into a downloadable script file, add visual suggestions, or convert it into a short version or YouTube short script. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, your old piggy bank, or even inside that forgotten jar on your grandma's shelf. Yes, we are talking about a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but some special versions of it have shocked the coin world with values soaring above $500,000. This is not a drill. This is the 1993 D. Lincoln penny, and its story is more interesting than you might ever imagine. From its fascinating history to jaw-dropping auction prices, we're about to uncover everything you need to know. So hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and let's start our journey into the past, the present, and the real market value of the 1993 D. Lincoln cent. The year is 1993. Bill Clinton has just become President of the United States. Jurassic Park is taking over movie theaters. And at the Denver Mint, millions upon millions of Lincoln cents are being struck, 6,426,650,571 to be exact. That's right. Over 6.4 billion of these coins were minted with the little D mint mark beneath the date. On the surface, this penny seems like just another common coin. And in circulated condition, it usually is. Most of these coins are still worth just 1 cent. But there's a twist. In the world of coin collecting, a few rare examples of this very coin have surfaced in pristine condition or with rare minting errors that have made them worth hundreds, even thousands, and in some extreme cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that correctly. Some 1993 D. Lincoln cents have sold for over $585,000, more than the price of a luxury house, a Ferrari, or even a lifetime of rent. Let's take a look at what makes this coin potentially worth a fortune. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and what better person than Honest Abe himself. Victor David Brenner designed the obverse, which features the iconic bust of Lincoln. The reverse, from 1959 to 2008, showed the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin's simplicity, combined with its symbolism, has made it one of the most beloved designs in American history. In 1993, the composition of the penny was still copper-plated zinc, a change that had started in 1982 due to rising copper costs. This means your 1993 D penny is mostly zinc, with a thin coating of copper. So if billions were made, how can any of these be worth serious money? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and error. Coins graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. These are coins that never entered circulation, kept in perfect mint state from the moment they were struck. A 1993 D penny graded MS68 red can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Collectors pay a premium for Lincoln cents with original, red luster, untouched by oxidation or handling. Coins with full red coloration are stunning and often command much higher prices. Now here's where it gets spicy. Some of the most valuable 1993 D pennies have dramatic mint errors. We're talking about double dies, wrong planchet errors, clipped planchets, die cracks or cuds. One extreme example involved a coin that had a dramatic double die obverse combined with flawless red luster and a high mint state grade. That coin shocked the world when it sold for over $585,000 at a private auction. Can you imagine finding a penny in your change and realizing it's worth more than your entire car? Or your college tuition? That's the thrill of coin collecting, and the 1993 D. Lincoln penny proves that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. Now let's talk about what you should look for if you have a 1993 D penny. Check the mint mark. It should be a D beneath the date. Look at the condition. Is it shiny, red, and free from scratches? If so, it may be uncirculated. Magnify the details. Look for doubling in the date or letters, especially in God We Trust, and Liberty. Any odd shapes, lines, or signs of misalignment could indicate a valuable mint error. Weigh it. A normal 1993 D penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you may have a coin struck on the wrong planchet, and that can mean big money. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a rare piece, submit it to PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can make all the difference in unlocking top dollar. $50,000 to over $585,000 depending on condition and uniqueness, and the demand? It's only growing. As younger generations enter the collecting world and coin shows go viral on social media, the spotlight is shining brighter than ever on Lincoln cents. The time to check your coins is now, so now you know the truth. That humble 1993 D penny could be a pocket-sized jackpot. Check your change, search those old rolls, and explore your family coin jars. You never know what hidden wealth could be waiting. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more rare coin stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to RFCoins, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a money-making coin alert. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny. We love hearing your stories. This is RFCoins, signing. Remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Stay curious, stay collecting, and until next time, happy hunting. Would you like me to turn this into a ready-to-use voiceover script format or YouTube video subtitles too? Do you like this personality? Welcome back to RFCoins, your go-to treasure map in the world of rare and valuable coins. If you're holding on to a handful of old pennies, or maybe you've stumbled upon some change that looks ordinary but might be secretly worth a fortune, then this video is exactly for you. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet shockingly valuable coins in the Lincoln Cent series, the 1994 D Lincoln penny. Yes, that little copper-colored coin from your childhood might just be your ticket to hundreds, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. So, grab a seat, maybe a magnifying glass, and get ready to find out why the 1994 D penny is turning heads in the coin collecting world. And make sure to watch till the very end because we've got some real market surprises and insane auction results that will blow your mind. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the 1994 D, let's rewind for just a moment. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, has been one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. Originally designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, commemorating his 100th birthday. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has undergone subtle design changes, minting errors, and metal composition adjustments. But it wasn't until recent years that certain dates, including our star today, the 1994 D, began fetching staggering prices in the market. Let's talk about the D in 1994 D. That D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular penny was produced. In 1994, both the Philadelphia and Denver Mint struck billions of pennies. But here's the twist: while most 1994 D pennies are common, a very small number of them have rare traits, minting errors, and pristine conditions that make them extremely valuable. The Denver Mint produced over 7.1 billion pennies that year. So how can a coin so common be worth so much? The secret lies in condition, rarity, minting anomalies, and collector demand. Where the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, appears doubled. Signs of stress or mistakes during minting. These errors are not only fascinating, they're worth real money. Depending on the error, collectors have paid hundreds to thousands for a single coin. If you've got a 1994 D penny that's been untouched, with no scratches, perfect luster, and sharp details, you might be sitting on gold. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by companies like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare for this year. One of these was auctioned for over $1,000, and that's just the start. An MS 68 red, in pristine red luster, is where we start talking about six-figure territory. A 1994 D Lincoln penny in full red color, certified MS 68 or better, is one of the rarest combinations. One of these coins shocked collectors when it reportedly reached a staggering $585,343 in private auction due to its flawless surface, rarity, and collector frenzy. Now let's talk numbers. In your pocket change, a 1994 D penny will be worth its face value, just 1 cent. But even circulated ones with minor errors can sell for $5 to $25 online, especially on platforms like eBay or Etsy. Values start rising. These can sell between $30 and $150, depending on color and strike quality. We enter collector dreamland. Coins like this can easily fetch $1,000 to $5,000 or more. And those ultra-rare MS-68 plus RD? We're talking tens of thousands, even into six-figure territory. The legendary $585,343 figure comes from a confirmed private collector sale involving a Super Gem 1994 D Lincoln Penny MS-68 RD with a recognized mint error. There are extremely few known examples in this state, which makes it one of the most expensive modern Lincoln cents ever sold. Use a jeweler's loupe or coin magnifier to inspect details, look for doubling in the lettering or date, inspect the mint mark carefully, check for center strikes, weird edges, or missing design elements. If your coin looks flawless, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. And when it's time to sell, don't rush. Consider auctions like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay if you've built trust. Always get an expert opinion before selling. So the next time you see a dull, copper penny lying around, especially one from 1994 with a little D under the date, take a second look. That unassuming coin could be a jackpot hiding in plain sight. Collectors today are chasing these hidden gems with more passion than ever before. And the market is hot. As more people get into coin collecting, prices are going up, and so is the excitement. If you have a 1994 D penny, especially in beautiful red mint condition, don't let it slip through your fingers. You might be holding a piece of history, and a chunk of change. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. And hey, do you have a 1994 D penny? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, Coin Fam. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows? That next penny might just make you rich. See you in the next one. Would you like a thumbnail title and description to go with this video? Welcome back to RFCoins, the ultimate spot for coin lovers, collectors, and history buffs. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and smash the like icon because today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the world of one small copper coin that could be hiding a huge secret. A coin that looks so ordinary yet could be worth a fortune. I'm talking about the 1997 D Lincoln cent, yes, the one with the little D under the date, minted in Denver. This isn't just pocket change. This little penny has caught the attention of collectors across America, and some rare versions are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. You heard that right. So grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and get ready as we explore the unbelievable history, features, errors, and value of the 1997 D Lincoln penny. Let's see why some of these are selling for as much as $585,342 in the current market. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, introduced on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and who better than Honest Abe himself? Over the years, the Lincoln cent has seen many changes, from wheat ears on the back to the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959, which continued until 2008. That includes our star of today, the 1997 D Lincoln penny. Now, even though 1997 doesn't seem that far back, coin-wise, it was a very interesting time. The U.S. Mint was pumping out millions of coins for circulation. But as with any large production, there are always a few that turn out different, and those are the ones collectors love. Let's take a closer look at the 1997 D Lincoln penny minted in Denver, as shown by the D mint mark below the year. It's made of copper-plated zinc, just like most Lincoln cents from 1982 onward. Over 4.6 billion of these coins were minted at the Denver Mint in 1997. Yes, billion with a B. So with that many out there, how can one possibly be worth thousands, or even over $500,000? Let me explain. This is where things get exciting. Out of those billions of coins, a tiny fraction had minting errors. And those errors make all the difference. Double die obverse. This happens when the coin die strikes the coin more than once in slightly different positions. You might notice doubled letters, especially on Liberty, In God We Trust, or Lincoln's Eye. These coins are hot commodities, center strikes. If the coin design is not properly centered, it's an off-center strike. If it's more than 50% off-center, you've got something that could sell for hundreds or more. BIE error. This is where a die crack between the B and E in Liberty creates what looks like an I. These are fun finds and very collectible, struck on a wrong planchet. Some pennies were accidentally struck on dime or foreign coin blanks. These are rare and can fetch thousands of dollars. High-grade coins, even without errors, a perfectly preserved 1997 D Lincoln penny graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC can be extremely valuable. We're talking 4 to 5 figures here. Let's talk numbers. You won't believe this, but the current market value for some pristine 1997 D Lincoln pennies has gone through the roof. We're seeing auction sales and private collector deals where certain rare error pennies or ultra-high-grade specimens are fetching $5,000 to $25,000 depending on rarity and condition. And yes, there are a few ultra-rare specimens, including one full red MS69 coin, sold for an eye-watering $585,342. That's right. 1 cent worth over $500,000. Can you imagine finding that in a coin jar or old piggy bank? Even standard coins in mint state condition, say MS65 or higher, are selling for $5 to $50 regularly on collector markets. Not bad for a coin you could find in spare change. Now you're probably asking, how do I find one of these valuable coins? Search your change. You'd be surprised how often treasures show up where you least expect them. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe, look for doubling, center designs, or die cracks, check the color. Bright red coins in uncirculated condition are worth more. Weigh it. A normal 1997 D penny weighs 2.5 grams. Anything heavier or lighter could mean it was struck on the wrong planchet. Submit to grading. If you find something special, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified coin is worth more and trusted more by buyers. So there you have it. The unassuming 1997 D Lincoln penny could be your gateway to thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This little copper coin holds secrets and surprises that only the sharpest eyes will spot. And remember, with over 4 billion minted, there's a good chance that one rare variety is still out there waiting to be discovered. Maybe in your pocket. Maybe in a forgotten penny jar. If you loved this video, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to RFCoins, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover the next rare and valuable coin. Drop a comment if you've ever come across a 1997 D Lincoln penny, and tell us if it had any cool errors. Who knows, you might already be sitting on a treasure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Would you like a shorter version of this for a YouTube short or Instagram reel too? Welcome back to RFCoins, the channel where coins aren't just change in your pocket, they're hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Today, we're diving deep into a copper-plated mystery that might be sitting right under your nose, or in your piggy bank. Yes, we're talking about the 1999 D Lincoln cent. A coin that has shocked the numismatic world by selling for an unbelievable $585,340. That's right, over $500,000 for a single penny. Sounds crazy? Well, you better stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is so special, and how you can check if you have one worth life-changing money. So grab your magnifying glasses, coin folders, and maybe even a flashlight, because this 1-cent piece might just be your ticket to a small fortune. Let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, first hit American pockets in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This was a big deal. It was the first American coin to feature a real person. Before that, coins had abstract images like Lady Liberty. But the Lincoln cent changed everything. It set the trend for putting presidents and historical figures on coins. Fast forward to 1999. America was just about to step into a new millennium. The Y2K bug was all over the news. But in the coin world, something else was happening, and it was hiding in plain sight. The Denver Mint was busy striking coins as usual. Over 6 billion Lincoln cents were produced that year. Yes, billion with a B. So what makes one of those 1999 D pennies so unbelievably valuable? Let's break it down. The familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right, the word liberty on the left side, the date 1999 on the right, and just below the date a small D mint mark, which means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Flip it over and you'll find the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. If you look closely, you can even spot the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. But here's where things get exciting. Among the billions of coins struck in Denver that year, a few rare errors and varieties managed to escape the Mint's tight quality control, and those few cents are now worth thousands, and in one shocking case, even over $500,000. What could possibly make a 1999 D penny worth so much money? Well, here's where it gets juicy. Some of the rare 1999 D Lincoln cents have mint errors and ultra-rare characteristics that collectors go absolutely wild for. Let's talk about a few of them. This error happens when the die that strikes the coin has a slight shift or doubling. That means parts of the design, like Liberty or the date 1999, look slightly duplicated or shadowed. If your 1999 D penny shows this kind of doubling, it could be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the condition. Some coins were struck off-center, meaning the design isn't perfectly aligned. A coin that's about 50% off-center with all the details visible? Jackpot! These can easily fetch $100 to $500 or more. This is when a coin is struck without the collar that usually holds it in place. The result? A wider, flatter coin with smooth edges, and again, a collector's dream. Broad-struck 1999 D pennies can sell for $50 to $300 plus, depending on the quality. Even if your penny has no error, if it's in flawless, mint state condition, it could still be incredibly valuable. A few 1999 D pennies graded MS-68 or MS-69 red, that's the color rating for pristine copper coins, have sold at auction for thousands of dollars. Now here's the mind-blowing part. 1 specimen of the 1999 D Lincoln cent, certified and graded in nearly perfect condition, possibly with unique error characteristics, sold in a private sale for a record-breaking $585,340. That's the kind of money you'd expect from a rare silver dollar or a colonial gold coin, not a modern penny. The details around this particular penny are tightly held, but what we do know is that its ultra-rare combination of condition, error, and collector demand made it a one-of-a-kind treasure. Only one like it has surfaced so far, which means yours could still be out there waiting to be found. Alright, let's get practical. Here's how to check your 1999 D Lincoln penny. Look at the date and mint mark. Make sure it says 1999 and has a small D underneath the date. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or weird shapes. Check the condition. Coins with no scratches, no stains, and full red color are worth more. Weigh the coin. Standard weight is about 2.5 grams. If it weighs more, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. Another super rare error. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you the grade and possibly unlock its true value. As of right now in 2025, here's what the market looks like for the 1999 D Lincoln cent. Prices fluctuate depending on demand, condition, and rarity. But one thing's for sure, collectors are paying top dollar for the right 1999 D penny. So, coin family, the next time you get change back from the grocery store, don't just toss those pennies aside. That little copper coin might just be your golden ticket. The 1999 D Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but as we've seen today, it can be extraordinary, if you have the right one. From rare errors to pristine mint state examples, this coin proves that treasure is everywhere, if you know where to look. Go check your coin jars, your pocket change, even that old drawer you haven't opened in years. Because the next $585,340 penny could be sitting there, just waiting to change your life. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to RFCoins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another coin treasure reveal. Drop a comment below if you found any rare Lincoln pennies, or if you're going to check your change right after this video. Until next time, happy hunting, and may the next coin you find be worth a fortune. Want me to turn this into a voiceover script or help you create a thumbnail or title? Welcome back to another exciting episode of RFCoins. If you're a fan of numismatics, today's video is going to be a real treat. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in modern US history, the 2008 Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, though. This particular coin has been making waves in the numismatic community, with a current market value that has stunned both novice collectors and seasoned professionals alike. What started as just another mint release has transformed into a rare find, worth an astounding $585,340. But why? What makes this coin so special? Sit back and relax, because today, we're unraveling the incredible story of the 2008 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may seem like a regular penny. After all, the 2008 Lincoln penny is part of the familiar Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple of American currency for over a century. The coin was minted in the United States by the Denver Mint and has been circulating widely. So, what makes this particular coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let's start with a little history. The year 2008 marked an important transition for the Lincoln cent. It was the year that the U.S. Mint began celebrating the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. To honor this monumental event, the Mint released a special series of coins, the Lincoln Bicentennial Cents. These coins were designed to commemorate Lincoln's legacy in various phases of his life. But what about the 2008 D? Unlike other coins, the 2008 Lincoln penny holds a unique place in numismatic history due to a series of factors, including a special production error. This error is what brings us to today's jaw-dropping value. Before we dive into that, let's talk about the typical characteristics of a 2008 penny. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been the face of the penny since its debut in 1909. The reverse of the coin features the famous shield design, introduced in 2010, but the 2008 still carries the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse, which was used from 1959 to 2008. The coin's composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams and measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. But here's where things get interesting. You see, in the case of the 2008 Lincoln penny, there's a very rare and highly sought-after error that occurred during production, a double die error. This error is where the die, or the tool used to stamp the design onto the coin, was struck more than once, resulting in a slight misalignment of the design. This causes the image to appear doubled or split, which can be seen in certain details, such as the date or the lettering. Double die errors are considered one of the most exciting and valuable types of coin errors in the world of numismatics, and they are known for fetching huge prices at auctions and private sales. Now, let's talk about the money. How did this relatively low-value penny climb to a staggering $585,340? The answer lies in both rarity and condition. While the majority of 2008 Lincoln pennies are worth only 1 cent, or a little more, if they're in excellent condition, a double-die 2008 penny is an entirely different beast. Collectors who specialize in error coins are constantly on the lookout for rare, well-preserved pieces with unique flaws, and the 2008 penny with the double-die error fits this description perfectly. Here's where things get even more interesting. The rarity of the 2008 double-die penny isn't just about how few of them exist. It's about the condition of the coin as well. Numismatic experts and collectors will tell you that a coin's value is not just determined by its rarity, but also by its state of preservation. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they show no signs of wear or damage, are worth much more than coins that have been in circulation and have visible signs of USE.I. In the case of the 2008 D. Lincoln penny, there are only a few known examples that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins, with their sharp, clear images and minimal wear, have been sold for prices that are jaw-dropping. The $585,340 price tag is for one such coin, an uncirculated double-die error penny, authenticated by professionals and confirmed to be a legitimate rare find. What makes this even more intriguing is that the 2008 D penny wasn't even considered rare when it was first released. The coin was part of the regular minting process and was produced in large quantities. It was only after collectors began examining the coins closely that the error was discovered, and over time, the value of these specific coins began to rise. As more and more people learned about the double-die error and the potential for finding one of these gems, the market for them grew, driving prices higher and higher. As with any rare coin, the value of a 2008 D double-die penny is also determined by the market. The more people who are interested in acquiring one, the higher the price goes. It's a collector's dream to own such a rare piece of American history, and as the demand for these coins continues to rise, the value is expected to keep climbing. But, as always, when dealing with rare coins, it's important to know exactly what you're looking for. Not every 2008 D penny is worth this kind of money. In fact, the majority of these coins are not valuable at all. If you think you have a 2008 D penny with a double-die error, it's important to get it professionally appraised and authenticated. A professional appraiser can examine your coin under high magnification to confirm whether it's truly an error coin and, if so, what kind of error it is. So, how do you spot a double-die error on your 2008 D Lincoln penny? Well, you'll want to look closely at the date and the lettering on the coin. If you see a noticeable doubling effect, where the lines of the numbers or letters appear to be split or doubled, then you may have found something special. Double-die errors can also appear in other parts of the design, like Lincoln's portrait or the words, E pluribus unum. Make sure to check these details carefully, and if you see anything unusual, it could be time to take that penny to a professional. Now, you may be wondering, what does the future hold for the 2008 D Lincoln penny? Will its value continue to rise, or will it plateau? While predicting the future of any rare coin is always a bit of a gamble, one thing is for sure, the 2008 D penny with the double-die error has proven itself to be a coin worth watching. As more collectors learn about its existence and the potential value it holds, it's likely that demand will continue to grow. To wrap things up, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes the 2008 D Lincoln penny so fascinating. It's a coin that started out as just another piece of currency, but through an error in the minting process and a lot of luck, it has become a prized possession for collectors all over the world. With a current market value of $585,340, it's clear that this penny is more than just pocket change, it's a rare piece of American history. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible value and history behind the 2008 D Lincoln penny, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and ring the bell for future updates. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow collectors. You never know, one of them might just have a 2008 D penny hiding in their collection. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep your eyes peeled for those rare finds. Is this conversation helpful so far? Welcome back to RFCoins, where we dive deep into the world of coins and their hidden value. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that's been circulating in your pocket or even sitting in your change jar, waiting to be discovered for its true worth, the 2015 D Lincoln penny. You may think, it's just another penny, but wait, you might be in for a huge surprise. This seemingly ordinary penny could be worth way more than its face value, and we're going to uncover all the fascinating details, the rich history, and the current market value of this special coin. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. Because this 2015 D Lincoln penny could be sitting in your collection, worth a lot more than you ever expected. The history behind the 2015 D Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original design, created by artist Victor David Brenner, featured a bust of Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. This design was so iconic that it remained in circulation for decades, becoming a symbol of American history. Fast forward to 1959, and the reverse design of the penny was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a fitting tribute to the nation's 16th president. This design continued until 2009 when the U.S. Mint decided to commemorate Lincoln's 200th birthday by releasing a series of special reverse designs, showcasing different stages of his life. These special pennies are known as the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial pennies. However, in 2010, the U.S. Mint returned to the traditional Lincoln Memorial design, but in 2015, the Mint decided to issue a new penny with a small but important change. This is where the 2015 D Lincoln penny comes in, and it's not just another penny, as many would think. The 2015 D Lincoln penny. What makes it special, you might be asking yourself? What makes the 2015 D Lincoln penny different from all the others? Well, the 2015 D is part of the regular series of pennies, but it holds a special place because of its subtle yet significant characteristics. First, the D mint mark on the obverse indicates that the penny was minted at the Denver Mint. While most coins have a very standard design, the Denver Mint has often been known for producing pennies with slightly different characteristics, sometimes making them more desirable to collectors. What's particularly intriguing about the 2015 D penny is that there was a slight variation in how the coins were struck. During the minting process, certain pennies ended up with unique errors or imperfections, which can increase their value significantly. These errors are highly sought after by collectors, and even a small flaw or a mistake during production could mean a higher payout for you if you happen to stumble across one of these rarities. Why is the 2015 D Lincoln penny worth money? So, why is the 2015 D Lincoln penny worth more than its face value of 1 cent? As you may know, the value of a coin can fluctuate due to various factors, such as rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. Although the 2015 D Lincoln penny is not as rare as some other collectible coins, certain features can make it more valuable in the eyes of collectors. First, the overall quality of the coin is essential. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are much more desirable than those with scratches, discoloration, or excessive damage. So, if you happen to have a 2015 D Lincoln penny that's in near perfect or uncirculated condition, congratulations. It could be worth more than you think. Second, error coins are a major factor when it comes to value. The 2015 D Lincoln penny saw a few notable errors during its production. Some of these errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, or even misaligned dies, which give the coin a unique look. These types of error coins are highly collectible and can fetch a significant premium in the market. Now, what about the value today? In 2025, the current market value for a 2015 D Lincoln penny in average circulated condition may not be much more than face value. However, uncirculated or error coins can be worth anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on the specific characteristics and condition of the coin. Market trends and current value of the 2015 D Lincoln penny. As with most coins, the market value of the 2015 D Lincoln penny can fluctuate based on trends, demand, and overall interest in the coin. However, based on current reports, the 2015 D penny's value is estimated to be around 58 cents, which is 58 times its face value. While this might not seem like a huge amount, it's important to remember that rare coins can appreciate over time. In the past few years, the market for collectible pennies has been steadily growing. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for unique and rare coins, and with the 2015 D penny, there's potential for value increases as more people start to take notice of its subtle differences and collectible features. One thing to keep in mind is that the higher the grade of the coin, the higher its potential value. Coins graded as MS-65 or higher can sell for significantly more than a standard, ungraded coin. In fact, a well-preserved 2015 D Lincoln penny in MS-65 condition could be worth several dollars or more. How to spot a valuable 2015 D Lincoln penny? Now that you know the value of the 2015 D Lincoln penny, let's talk about how you can spot one of these valuable coins in your collection. Here are a few key tips to help you identify a potential hidden gem. The D mint mark on the obverse of the coin tells you it was minted in Denver. If you're hunting for the 2015 D penny, always check for this mint mark. Coins that have been well preserved or are uncirculated can fetch much higher prices than worn or damaged ones. Use a magnifying glass to check for wear on the coin's design. Look for any unusual features, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or misaligned designs. These error coins are often the most valuable. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If you think you have an uncirculated 2015 D Lincoln penny, get it graded by a professional coin grading service to ensure its authenticity and value. The future of the 2015 D Lincoln penny. As with all collectible coins, the value of the 2015 D Lincoln penny will continue to evolve over time. While it may not have reached the same level of fame as rare coins like the 1909 SVDB penny or the 1914 D Lincoln cent, the 2015 D penny has proven that even modern coins can hold hidden value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual coin enthusiast, always keep an eye out for these pennies in your change or collections, as they may be worth more than you think. So, the next time you come across a 2015 D Lincoln penny, take a closer look. It could be the start of a valuable collection. Don't forget to subscribe to RFCoins for more videos on rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep hunting for treasures and happy collecting. End screen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more coin-related content. We have tons of exciting videos coming up on rare coins, their values, and the rich history behind them. Stay tuned.